the wine bottle. Ted? Ted! Hey, Ted, where the hell's the corkscrew?
I don't want to scare anyone, but I'm going to give it to you straight about Jason. His body was never recovered from the lake after he drowned. And if you listen to the old-timers in town, they'll tell you he's still out there. Some sort of demented creature. Surviving in the wilderness. Full-grown by now. stalking. He's stealing what he needs, living off wild animals and vegetation. Some folks claim they've even seen him right in this area. The girl who survived that night at Camp Blood, that Friday the 13th, she claimed she saw him. She disappeared 2 months later. Vanished. Blood was everywhere. No one knows what happened to her. Legend has it that Jason saw his mother beheaded that night, and he took his revenge. A revenge that he'll continue to seek if anyone ever enters his wilderness again. And by now, I guess you all know, we're the first to return here. Five years. 5 long years he's been dormant. And he's hungry. Jason's out there. Watching. Always on the prowl for intruders. Ready to kill. Ready to devour. Thirsty for young blood.
For you to help you get settled in on your first night. I actually worked in that office before you. I'm finishing up my last week now, as a matter of fact, so I know it can be a bit overwhelming, but I'm here to tell you there's nothing to worry about. You'll be fine. So let's just focus on getting you through your first week, okay? Let's see. First, there's an introductory greeting from the company that I'm supposed to read. It's kind of a legal thing, you know. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Upon discovering that damage or death has occurred, a missing person report will be filed within 90 days or as soon as property and premises have been thoroughly cleaned and bleached and the carpets have been replaced. Blah, blah, blah. Now, that might sound bad, I know, but there's really nothing to worry about. The animatronic characters here do get a bit quirky at night, but do I blame them? No. If I were forced to sing those same stupid songs for 20 years and I never got a bath, I'd probably be a bit irritable at night too. So remember, these characters hold a special place in the hearts of children if you can show them a little respect, right? Okay. So just be aware, the characters do tend to wander a bit. They're left in some kind of free roaming mode at night. Something about their servos locking up if they get turned off for too long. They used to be allowed to walk around during the day too, but then there was the bite of 87.
Oh my God!
It's amazing that the human body can live without the frontal lobe, you know? Now concerning your safety, the only real risk to you as a night watchman here, if any, is the fact that these characters, if they happen to see you after hours, probably won't recognize you as a person. They'll most likely see you as a metal endoskeleton without its costume on. Now, since that's against the rules here at Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, they'll probably try to forcefully stuff you inside a Freddy Fazbear suit. Now, that wouldn't be so bad if the suits themselves weren't filled with cross-beams, wires, and animatronic devices, especially around the facial area. So you can imagine how having your head forcefully pressed inside one of those could cause a bit of discomfort and death. The only parts of you that would like to see the light of day again would be your eyeballs and teeth pop out the front of the mask. Yeah, they don't tell you these things when you sign up. But hey, first station of the breeze. I'll chat with you tomorrow. Check those cameras. Remember to close the doors only if absolutely necessary. Gotta conserve power. Alright, good night.
Yowie, wowie, you found me! And I'm sure glad you did. Because this week, I have a secret. There's still a lot of darkness in this old noggin. But this time it's different. This time, I learned how to harness it, how to control it. Did you enjoy my little secret? Yeah! I knew you would! I like to call him the Fiend. But don't you worry. He's here to protect us. The truth is, people say and do horrible things. Sometimes I find it hard to find my confidence. Sometimes I find it hard to be brave. Especially when I'm all alone. But when I do this, I can be anything I want to be. I know what it feels like to not belong. I know what it feels like to be different. And that's why I built this place for us. So we can all be together. And I want you all to join us here, where the fun never has to end.
Join us!
Join us! Join us! Join us! Join us! People worship what they fear. Fear is power. Follow the leader. Guys, remember! Strangers are just friends you haven't made yet. I mean, look at what Seth and Braun did tonight. Cedric and those Viking guys were three strangers. Now Seth and Braun have a trio of new friends. Unfortunately, friends won't help where you're going.
You know you've always wanted to be together.
You see,
Follow me, bro.
friends forget, but the Fiend
You know we've always wanted to
never
be together.
forgets. A bunch of haters have been sliding into my DMs, blaming little old me for what happened to Alexa Bliss last week.
This can be our life.
Yowie wowie, I say! If you want to point the finger at someone,
Follow me home, bro.
shame on you, Braun Strowman. How could you let something so horrific happen to someone that you claim to care so much about? All you had to do was give him what he wants. Now, I happen to know that he'll be here later with someone very special. He's waiting for you, Braun. And I advise that you just give him what he wants. Or she'll find out what he's truly capable of. He's just thinking about it. Looks like I saved the best surprise for last.
And our fun is just getting started.
Yowie wowie! Yowie wowie!
We're really glad that you're our friend, and this is a friendship that'll never ever end.
Mommy is proud of you, Jason. But it's time to come home now.